this video, I'm going to give you some tips on how I like to evaluate trainees in the training environment and potential opponents. So let's look at the video in real time. Lighten the load. Let him work volume and see how he works.
Fire off contact, Chris. Fire. 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 Fire off contact. There you go.
Time. Let's start with the guy in red. He has a kickboxing fight coming up. So I want you to notice that his hands are up. Take note that his posture is vertical. And these elements are very consistent with Muay Thai, K1, the Dutch styles, and international styles of kickboxing. Some of the things that we could work on or that we could point out would involve his self-timing and his positioning in terms of shot selection, where he chose to attack from. But because he's giving you a somewhat decent posture to begin with, these things are easy fixes. In terms of timing, the things that kind of bother me a little bit is he's not getting off first and he's not getting off in bunches. Punches in bunches, punches in bunches.
There you go.
Time. In that segment, it's very important to pay attention to his position. Notice that he's in southpaw lead, but he travels down the middle when he could have stepped outside, and he pays for it because he's standing between Josh's power line. Then notice that he comes from the southpaw lead. He goes into a normal orthodox lead, and then Josh beats him to the punch again. Bang, bang, bang. And then he returns back to the southpaw lead for defensive reasons. And notice that Steve Lee returns back to his normal lead. This is important, not because you can't switch around, but the lack of discipline will be a cue for your opponent. In this segment, I want you to pay attention to three things: timing, distance, and balance. So let's look at it in reverse. Chris in the red does a good job. Although he is switching from stance to stance, he does a good job of maintaining his balance. Where he could improve is understanding why stance discipline is important, because he sacrifices a little bit of distance whenever he's switching from left to right, without being in the proper position relative to your opponent. And as mentioned in the previous segments, he needs to work on his self-timing. Right now he's focused on reaction timing. In other words, whatever Josh does to him, he's just trying to fire back and make good on that, where he can make more opportunities for himself if he understood his own individual self-timing going in and out of different ranges and distances. And there you have it. Time.